everybody, and welcome to Evening TV and the No Radio Show. And she's my sweet little girl. Yes, she is. She's been very fussy today. I don't know why. I'm going to hold her for a little while and see if she's a good girl. Okay, so today I want to talk to you about... I was in a really competitive family, but I wasn't competing. And so I realized that I had, like, my brother was competing with me too, and my mother was competing with me, but I wasn't competing with them at all. Didn't ever want to beat them at anything. And I remember especially this was true with my brother. I felt like I was in a great position because I felt like I wanted him to win everything, and if he won, I felt like I won too. So it was never a great... I never really wanted to beat him or anything. And because he was older than me, and because he was, he had the pressure to be the really high achiever and the golden child and all that stuff, he was supposed to be in first place, you know. And so it was really no, I didn't feel like it was that humiliating or anything for me to not beat him. Like he was the one who was supposed to win. So it was very interesting how that was. And so I don't think my parents ever really understood. I don't think any of the rest of the family of my family understood how I was about that, because they were very competitive and they were pitting us against each other, but I was never competing. My mother neither. You know, it was like, and there were times when I was aware of this competition. I was aware, like, that my dad was possibly pitting us against each other, and I didn't like it at all. I wasn't comfortable with it at all, and it was no victory for me to feel like I had won anything over my mother, that I had won my dad's attention over her or anything like that. I was never wanting that. And so so I felt like I was kind of put into these competitions that I didn't, you know, I didn't want to win. Acted out and sabotaged myself, that I started purposefully undermining myself just to not be competing. But my career, like, I realized that there were like a lot more things that were not okay than were okay. For instance, I got the sense that my mother didn't want me, it would be a disappointment for her for me to do anything really traditionally female. She didn't want me to be a nurse like her, because she felt like she had basically done the best she could for the limited options that she had, given her socioeconomic status and given her generation. But that I could do better, I could do more, and she wanted me to do more. Wanted me to get a college degree. I was an artistic person, really, and wanted to pursue artistic majors and things like that, and that was not in the cards. You know, she wanted me to do a very practical, what in her mind was a predictable thing, and wanted me to have a job that was a good job, and a job that would have been maybe prestigious for her time, but still not anything too risky, not anything too flashy, not anything that was going to bring me too much attention, and really didn't want me to have a lot of success. You know, wanted me to just be a little bit successful, is what it seemed like to me. And where I felt like I was also like I was validating her life, in that I, you know, moved to the town where I was raised, where she lived, and had, you know, got married and had 2 kids and all, you know, basically validated the things that she had done. I realized that as soon as I did that stuff, that she was competing with me there too. Like I felt like I was, like, she always wanted to look like a good mom. So I figured if I went and became a mom living next to her and made it look like I was, and I was a good mom, that would all make her look a really good mom. But instead she got competitive with me, like I was trying to be a better mom than her or something. It was just, I was always this really, everything kind of came back around to her. But my mom was very subtle. She was really, really subtle. It wasn't as overt as so many of these other stories that you hear, and so it was really hard to place. And also I really loved my parents, and I wanted them to love me back so badly. And I didn't understand, you know, I didn't understand what was the problem. I didn't understand what was wrong, what was going on, what was between us. I didn't understand what, and I definitely felt like there was something really wrong with me. Like I just couldn't, I couldn't please her. Like like I wasn't the daughter that she wanted. Like she wanted a different daughter. And what was really puzzling to me about it too was that her mother was like this. It was the person that gave me the most love, the most unconditional. She was my source of unconditional love growing up. My grandmother was very family oriented and was very, adored my mother and adored my mother's 2 kids, but there was like a purity to it that my mother just couldn't. It was that my mother didn't inherit that maternal love way about me that her mother felt about her. She didn't even feel the same way about me that her mother felt about me, and that I was going to reject her. That I was going to either get better than her or not like her, or that I would be. That she just felt like she would be rejected by me, so she just made sure to reject me first. My mother and father and ex-husband and brother, they all wanted to destroy me, and I really believe that they feel a little bit of a sadistic high in that I lost my son, because they feel that I rejected them and that my whole family was, my 2 kids, and now I lost one of my kids. Serves me right, because I was estranged from them, and so it serves me right that I should lose my son. It's what I feel like from them. I feel like there is this hostility from them, and this smugness, and a total lack of compassion, and a complete and total lack of understanding about what true maternal love is, what really was going on between me and my children. That just didn't exist for my mother. That everything was that there really was just such a lack of compassion and such a lack of kindness in my family. Liked me even, or wanted, really what it was really liked me. I really didn't feel that she liked me. And I felt like, honestly, if we had been like friends in the same year in high school, we would not have ever been friends. That I wouldn't have liked her either, because I felt like she was really shallow, and she thought of me as way too emotional. She thought of me as emotionally taxing and draining, and they played it off as that I was negative. I wasn't negative. I was just thoughtful, and I wasn't happy with having my whole life exist on the surface, which is exactly how they all wanted to live. And so I grew up feeling like there was something really wrong with me, because I was really searching for a connection with people.